I'm just trying to show you some quick, easy swaps that doesn't make you have to eat more volume of food, because that's the biggest thing everyone that is skinny and struggling to gain weight tells me, is that they just don't feel like physically eating more food. In today's video, we are doing a special topic which is for those of you that struggle to actually gain weight and build muscle. Obviously, the main thing that matters is the calories. However, those of you that, for example, struggle to kind of track calories, you don't really know, I'm going to point out some obvious food options that are higher calorie but are still nutritious that you can have that will help you on your journey to actually building muscle and actually gaining weight as well. So for example guys, typically I would always buy the 5% steak mince. However, if I was struggling to get in calories and want to try and gain weight, I'd probably switch to the 12% fat. And even though it's only like a jump of like what, 7%, straight away that's extra 50 calories per 100 grams just for making that simple switch. Well, that's a simple way to get extra calories in while not actually eating more, because the volume of food will actually be the same, but you're going to be still consuming an extra 50 calories more per portion you're having. Chicken fillets are, yes, a higher protein and leaner source of protein, which more people would normally go for when you're bodybuilding. However, as I said, if the main game is that you're struggling to get in calories, you can make other swaps. You can go for chicken thighs, you can go for chicken drumsticks. They're also actually cheaper. Personally, when I have chicken drumsticks or chicken thighs, I do still skin it as well, rather than just having so much excess extra calories. But really, it comes down to how much calories you are deficient in. If you are really far from your surplus, then you can eat the skin. Many people do, but that's up to you and your preference. So overall, both of these options are good options. You can still fit in your diet, you can have them both. But in terms of if you want something that's higher calorie, these two will probably be the more go-to, or eat more volume of this. But it depends how your appetite is. If you can't eat a lot more food in your daily diet, then probably switch over to these. Once again, similar situation to with the chicken fillets. So obviously carb is going to be the lowest calorie. It's 100 calories per 100 grams you consume. Whereas if you need to get more calories, you can go for sea bass. This is more like around 190 calories per 100 grams. And then if you want to go even higher, you can go for salmon, which is around 225 calories per 100 grams. All of these foods, I'll reiterate and say, you can consume this whether you're cutting or you're bulking, but the portion size may vary depending on your goal. But these are some great options to have. This is my go-to cheese. However, during times I'm trying to increase the calories, I would normally switch from that and have something more like the 4 cheese one. So per portion, this is like an extra 21 calories. And trust me, it adds up when you actually use this to make pizzas, cheese on toast, things like that, it adds up. So another simple change here, for example, if you went for the regular flour butter, per 100 grams is 630 calories, whereas the one I typically get is 251, so it is like a big difference. Obviously, you would go for the green one if you're trying to get in extra calories. So for example, many people in England get medium sliced bread, or you can go for the super toasty bread here, which is around 112 calories per slice. Bearing in mind, most people usually have at least 2 slices of bread, so straight away there, you're over 200 calories on just bread. All right, peeps, so the next thing here, a good staple I used to always have when trying to get in calories, cinnamon bagels with peanut butter. They are banging. Like, it tastes really, really good. If you're Jamaican as well, it'll have a familiar taste to you. Tastes like buns. As for the peanut butter, you're gonna see a lot of bodybuilders or fitness people tend to have powdered peanut butter, purely because it's a lot less calories and still has a similar taste. However, you're on the reverse end. You're skinny, you're trying to get in those calories, so obviously regular peanut butter is fine for you guys. I'd still get the natural 100% peanut butter, but you can get like the regular one. And overall, you are gonna notice that I'm a meat eater. But what goes without saying is obviously mixing other foods like fruits and vegetables along with these things. I'm just purposely trying to show you some quick, easy swaps that doesn't make you have to eat more volume of food. This video feels so kind of weird for me because I'm actually trying to get a little bit leaner. I've got a stag do coming up, so I want to get kind of like, beach ready in it. So technically my current diet right now is probably the opposite because I'm trying to get low calorie foods. However, I still understand the struggle for those of you that are actually trying to actually gain weight and start your journey off and build muscle. But anyways, people, hopefully you're enjoying the video so far. If you do, give it a thumbs up, I highly appreciate it. But anyway, let's move on to the next food. Next up is eggs. This is one that's relatively simple. Swapping from medium to larger eggs. So for example, geez, I can't even get out of the packet. So to be honest, they look the same. I think we're getting robbed. Typically, the large eggs should have slightly extra calories because there's a tiny bit more volume. The whole point is that you're getting little bits of extra calories from various foods you eat a day, which overall will make the whole total more. So next up is oils when you cook your food in. So many of you may see me in my videos, if you watch me, I use the 1 calorie sprays just because I'm trying to keep the calories down. But as the theme of this video, as you well know, is you're trying to get the calories in. So using any of these other oils is going to dramatically increase the calories. So you'd be surprised how much a teaspoon of oil is. I'll put it on screen. trust me, it adds up. Like people like Matt Does Fitness, if you know who that is, used to drink oil just to get extra calories in. I don't advise that you do that because that's a little bit stupid, and Matt himself will say that's stupid. But I would just say when you're cooking your meals, put like oil on instead of those. You haven't got to over dramatically pour in loads amounts of oil because that's not healthy either. However, a little spoonful here and there is definitely going to add more calories than just doing a few sprays of this. But yeah, people, as you're going to see by the end of this video, there's many ways to increase your calories, and I'm not going to show you any magical foods that's going to be special to making you gain crazy amounts of weight. It's calories in versus calories out. However, many of you just don't know, or when you go to the supermarket, what options are higher than others, and you don't feel like flipping over the calories and looking, which is why I'm doing this video for you guys. And if that helps, drop the video I'd like, innit? Yes, up. So right now we're in like the biscuits and sweets aisle. Personally, I'm not going to tell you guys to do a dirty bulk or a clean bulk. You can choose what amount of calories you are going to suit for you. Personally, when it comes to trying to gain weight, I normally say start around 150 to 300 calories surplus and just fill those calories whatever you like. Some people just fill them with like non-stop sweets and cookies and biscuits. I personally wouldn't advise that. I'm not saying you can't eat them at all, but don't make all your excess calories come from those foods. Try and eat some of the things I've shown you in the video already, plus fruits and vegetables help everything balance out as well. But overall, try and do a little bit of research. And if you're trying to gain weight, remember, tracking calories is a huge factor in this. If you don't feel like tracking calories, you can try and estimate it. But if you are truly struggling, you need to pull out MyFitnessPal or some sort of food tracking app and actually log the foods. Don't just assume you have a fast metabolism or whatever it is, unless a doctor's actually told you that. Actually put in the effort, weigh the food, buy a little food scale that costs like £5 or £6, and put in the effort to actually make sure you're stepping closer to your goal rather than guessing. Because trust me, many people have been guessing for years and they would say fast metabolism or the body just won't gain weight, and it turns out they were just under eating. All right, folks, so when it comes to drinks, many fitness people obviously drink 0-calorie drinks. However, you can consume any drink you want realistically. You can go for juices, you can go for obviously water as well, which has no calories, just for health reasons. Then obviously fizzy drinks, milkshakes, whatever it is, just mix them all in. Obviously, when I say this, some idiots can be like, oh my God, you're telling people to drink milkshakes. I'm just saying to you that nothing's really off limits. Everything is cool in moderation. It's gonna be funny if I hit that. Oh, you see that close that was? Yo, man's an expert. You see that? The way I had to glide. I ghost ride the whip. Oh, by the way, time check. So today we are here at 10:44. By the way, peeps, the odd non-fitness bodybuilding type treat is fine. You know what I mean? I often have these, whether I'm bulking or cutting. They taste great. I enjoy them. You know what I mean? Same goes for Krispy Kremes. And if you want to go the milkshake / smoothies option, I would personally always have a freezer filled with various fruits frozen to save on costs, or you want to get them fresh just so you can blend them all up with protein shakes and have some tasty, nutritious smoothies. When it comes to actual fresh fruit, personally, I'd say more the better. Don't be one of those people that are like super scared to eat fruits because of the sugar. Before this, you probably eat a lot of like takeaway foods, sweets and all that stuff anyways. So personally, I'd have as much as possible. Some are obviously more high calories than others. For example, eat bananas more frequently than strawberries. You should have gathered by now, there's many foods you can eat to kind of get the calories in. Other things I didn't show in the video, potatoes, pasta, mixing oatmeal with peanut butter, magnifique, that was an old school staple. There's many different ways you can eat. But anyways, people, hopefully some of you got some somewhat ideas next time you go grocery shopping. But overall, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.
Make $1 million cash for you flatline.